All right, thanks, Steve. There's your weather forecast and what you need to know about the North Shore. Now we're going to talk a little bit about what you need to know about summertime and being safe out there as we deal with this intense heat. We got Daryl Stanga in from Lake Urgent Care. He's going to talk about that and some other things as well. How are you?
Doing just fine this morning.
I've got to ask the question. We're talking about celebrity lookalikes on Facebook, and Mike Prevail apparently looks like Billy Crystal. At least that's what my sons say. We've got some other folks who have chimed in, and some pretty good ones. Anybody ever told you look like any particular celebrity? No,
not that I can think of.
All right. Well, I just was wondering. I thought we'd add that to the mix. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Lake Urgent Care. This is the time of year where you guys see some heat-related issues. Talk a little bit about the dangers of the heat, exposure to this weather for extended periods of time, maybe some things people can do, and then what you guys do if people don't do it.
Well, right now, because we're having so much heat, hydration is just the biggest single factor you need to worry about. You need to drink plenty of fluids. Now, when we say fluids, if it has bubbles, caffeine, or alcohol, that doesn't count. Anything other than that, water, Kool-Aid, Gatorade, those sorts of things, you need to stay ahead of the hydration.
I didn't know bubbles. Bubbles don't count.
Well, bubbles in of themselves aren't a bad thing, but most of the drinks that are bubbled or carbonated have a lot of sugars and a lot of caffeine and things like that, which will make you pee more than you drink, and then you wind up dehydrated before you realize it. Well, I'm drinking, and then you're still dehydrated. Okay. So,
and again, you said this last time, and this caught my. But you got to do it before. If you start doing it once you're sweating, it's too late, right?
Right. Yeah. You need to kind of stay in front of the hydration, because once you start falling behind, it's very, very difficult to get back rehydrated. Your body just can't process it that fast, and you're going to wind up having some symptoms and coming to see us at the urgent care clinic. We'll have to give you an IV or something to get you back up to where you need to be.
All right, talk about those symptoms. How are people going to feel?
You're going to feel dizzy, lightheaded, headache. Some people black out, muscle cramps.
So not good.
Not good. Yeah.
All right, and then they'll come see you. Ideally, or occasionally, you have to give them an IV to get them back where they need to be.
Yes.
All right, so that's just one of the dangers. Sun, obviously, another one. Protect yourself.
Yes, put on your sunscreen before you go out. Reapply it every 1 to 2 hours, or if you go in the pool or swimming. Make sure the kids, especially, are well protected. Use protective shade, covers, umbrellas.
I talked to a doctor not too long ago, and his advice, especially if you're at the beach, is just basically in the middle of the day, just go in. Don't even try to sit out there in that sun. It's just too much.
Oh, no. Yes, just come inside, cool off. Especially since we're having these major heat waves right now. In the middle of the day, you're having heat indexes well above 100 degrees, and there's just, unless you absolutely have to be out, there's no reason to lay out in the sun and just bake. All right. Come inside, cool off. You can get plenty of time in the mornings and in the evenings to lay out and relax and work on your tan.
All right, we're talking to Daryl Stanga. He's here from Lake Urgent Care. Where are you guys located? You're on 21.
We're on Highway 21, just north of Interstate 12, across the street from Winn-Dixie, next to Saki 21.
All right, we're going to continue our conversation with him in just a second. We'll get some music going. Some Lake Lute coming up next. Here's Maroon 5 on the Lake.